All right. Hello and welcome to everyone here in the laboratory and online for our Open Pitch Friday. This event is organized every month, the very first Friday. And my name is Pekka Abrahamsson. I'm the director of the software, the laboratory. And today we are going to hear two pitches, two exciting ideas to go forward. And so the Startup Laboratory is a place where a lot of stuff happens. So this is the place in University of Jyväskylä in Finland where startup activities takes place. We have an accelerator for helping startups to grow, and we have also active startup education. So now we are running the startup course, which ends in let's say a few weeks time, and the idea is that the teams will actually go to Slush, which you should be there as well. It is the biggest startup event in Northern Europe. And but I'm not going to steal your time. The way we'll go forward is that I will invite the very first pitching team to come up, and then after the presentation I will ask some questions from the team, and then of course from the audience can also ask questions, and then the team will respond. And after that the pitches typically last between 3 and 5 minutes, and we don't go over 5 minutes, so that is what we have agreed. But without further ado, we have amazing and a promising tech startup working with hardware, so not only software. And the presenter will be Joonas Himmanen. Let's give a big applause for Joonas.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Joonas. I'm working with Sliding Rectangle, which is a project name, but it will be changed later. But yeah, let's go right to the business. This is my desktop. It has all what I need. I have 2 screens. I have keyboard, a mouse. This is also my desktop at the office. It also has everything I need. But whenever I'm not at the office, I'm at the class, or maybe I'm visiting somewhere, my desktop looks like this. It's well, it's a laptop. It kind of has everything I need, but something's missing. I can kind of get used to the keyboard on the laptop, and maybe I can bring my own mouse, but there's still something missing, and that's the second screen. I cannot bring a huge screen with me to class or to bus or anywhere. So how do I get this dual screen experience when I'm not at my desk? Well, I have a solution in this. This is a sliding screen for laptops that you can install to almost every laptop. So it's not just a laptop with 2 screens, it's a kit for a laptop. So how it works, it's sliding, and it's immediately when you slide it, it goes on, and then you have 2 screens. And it is something that at least I will be using for OS1.1, but I'm pretty sure many of you also would be interested to use this. So, how's the project going? First, we are finishing the prototype. We are finding potential investors, maybe do a Kickstarter, but that's later down the year. And the final is we are creating the product. We've done some computer analysis. There are few like packed pixels, Slide and Joy, and Razer's Valerie, but these are not, in my opinion, real competitors, because none of these have a product for sale right now. Like this looks cool, but it's not something that's being sold right now. So and same goes for this. Nothing is, yeah. But anyway, that was pretty much it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And may I ask the team to join Jonas on stage? And I believe if we squeeze somehow we will be on the screen, so please. So maybe Jonas, the team can introduce yourself and what is your role in the project. So let's start with Jonas can say what you are doing in the project.
I'm the designer of the project. I'm creating the prototype currently, but I'm also trying to find out what kind of things I need to know when building this. What are the problems I will be facing? Like I have to be able to tilt the screen, but currently it's not doing that. But it will be something. But yeah, I'm the designer of the project.
So you're working on the technology. That is great. And then the next one. Please.
Hello, I'm Sonia. I'm helping Jonas to make the product look better so that everyone would want to use it. So it's not looking like something that only people in tech would use. It's something that everyone could use. And I'm also helping with the business things like marketing.
All right, very good.
Hello, I'm Teemu. I'm also doing all kind of things related to business, so I'm kind of MacGyver of the business world. You can say that.
Oh. And in this project, what does the MacGyver plan to do?
Marketing, finding suppliers, manufacturing, designing, doing websites, all kind of that.
Excellent, sounds very good. What about our last gentleman here?
My name is Al, and in this project I'm involving on the business side as well. And currently my task is pretty much trying to find some suppliers in China, and I hope we can get some connection established very soon.
And I trust that you have some connections in Chinese markets.
Of course.
Very good, very good. So what is the, now we know the status of the project. It is in early stages.
Mm-hmm.
The prototype is there. And what are the next steps? What do you plan to do next?
So currently we are finishing the prototype and we are looking for where to buy the parts. At first we are making like a not really custom builds, but we are gonna build the units ourselves, maybe do like 10 to 50 units that we can sell, and then there's of course gonna be the mass-produced product. We're gonna need to design the cases and look for the suppliers.
So I'm a business user, and I would definitely use it. It sounds like something that I really need. And I'm in an airplane, I'm in a train. I like the idea of having a little bit extension there. And as a business user, laptops for business use typically cost between, let's say, 1,300 euro to up to 2,000 euro typically. How much would this add to that cost? How much do you see that the costs are added up?
We are looking at a price of 150 euros. I don't think it's gonna cost too much more, or maybe even less.
All right. What does our Chinese experts say? That are we getting the production values cost so low?
Yeah, I think we can even go lower, because at this stage we are thinking to sell into to corporation with packing instead of selling to like mass consumers. So we will definitely cut down a lot of costs on marketing and with a lot of costs on packaging. Instead, we will deliver those our product with the lowest price.
Sounds very good. What about you said that you want to make it appealing, so it doesn't look like a result of pure technology, but it has the look and feel. So what are the steps that you plan to take?
Well, first we have to have a prototype so I can see how it is now, and then we have to together design how it should look and make sketches and everything so we can make it look appealing.
People are used to Apple products, so you have to look as nice as they.
So my final question before I allow our audience here in the lab to ask some more questions is that do you plan to so that it's only for the new laptops, to be installed, or does my old laptop actually work? So could it be installed in an existing laptop?
Yes, it is a kit that you can just install to your own laptop. Of course, we have to figure out the sizes of the laptop because this screen wouldn't probably fit on your laptop, but maybe we do different models with smaller screens that can fit smaller laptops, so that wouldn't be just for bigger laptops.
All right, so the sliding screen technology under development. Let's ask the audience, you have any observations you'd like to make? Questions, tough questions for the team? And I remind the audience online that we are in Finland, so I see so many eager hands here, it's hard to choose which one will be. And here we have one.
Two hands.
Two hands are coming up. You want to make an observation?
Yeah, a few comments. Thanks for a great presentation and a great idea. I don't know whether they are comments and questions, but Jonas, how many people, for example in Finland, are using two screens when they are working at the moment? How big percentage of PC users are using dual screens?
I would say in this building alone, 50% of the people who work here have two screens because whenever I walk through the halls, everyone has at least two screens. So if you are, most people who are using a computer as work tend to have two screens.
Do you think there is research that would tell how many people we have in the world, or?
I think that there is research. We haven't done anything.
Because why I ask this, I would love to hear the numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe the marketing team would actually attack to this part.
Because now I know that Jonas has this issue, but how many Jonases there are makes the business opportunity in the end of the day.
That is an excellent observation. And please, a quick response, and then
let's go back to our currently we are only focusing on the core customer segment, which is marketer or coders who work in the IT firms. That will be our primary.
And now I see a bit of a contradiction what Sonia said, that we want to make it something that everybody would like to buy.
But first, of course, we will try to sell it to companies, and after we will want it to. So we want to make one prototype that is actually suitable for everyone.
Because the technology adoption lifecycle model says that your first customers will be the techies and early adopters, and they definitely are even ready to accept something that is not final and perfect, but they need it soon.
Yeah.
So take a gradual.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sliding technology guys. And now we can move out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we have the next pitch coming up. As you can see, we have all kinds of startups being under development. And hardware is always interesting because it's something tangible, something that can be taken forward. And now the team will continue to work. Our next presentation comes from a startup, Hura, and Hura is going to present something that you would not expect to hear. So it's something very unique, very exciting.
Yeah.
Let's go, please.
Okay, good, not afternoon, not morning, but good day, everyone. This is Hura.
We have to stop now and let's wait for the technology to start.
Okay.
We are back online, so let's go.
Yes? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm Hura Saghafifar. It's very hard to spell, I know. A little bit of my background, very quickly I'm saying. I studied here in Jyväskylä University Music Mind Technology with the master thesis on neuroscience. My hobbies are music, cooking, baking, drumming, this kind of stuff. So this is not at all technology, or it could be. It depends how you look at it. For 2 years also I've been project manager in international business management consulting. So just combine all of this together. And now we go to my maybe it's like my 5th startup idea, Punapolmen. problem? Yes or no? These are decoration apples, which basically exist in Finland, Sweden, and some part of Russia, maybe some other places in the world. They are very cute for decorating, like your dishes, your cakes. At the same time, you can eat them, and believe me, for some of my products that I'm gonna explain, I used like maybe kilo of sugar, but they were still sour. So this is in our culture. I'm a second-hand Finnish, but at the same time, I'm coming from Iran. So in Iran, we like very sour things. So that attracted me. I just bumped into them in Kantia, and then I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna make something out of this. And the other problem is that I have many spare time activities. So I don't know, tennis, learning languages, drum, baking. So I always try to find something for myself to enjoy. This time, just picking these lovely, cute apples. Okay, let's get back. How we can get back?
I can.
Yeah. And there is, I forgot, it's like there is some science behind this. Don't think that it's okay, it's just some food stuff. It's not scientific. There's some science behind it, and some people did research about that, which I didn't have time to just put some results of it. They call doljo apples, and they started in Finland since Russia gave them as a gift. If I'm right, in Hyvinkää they call it like Rautatie asema omenapuu, which is like a train station apple tree. And then they start breeding in different places in Finland. So this is a kind of like a Finnish style thing, or Nordic style, because you can find it in some central part of Finland and also in Sweden in Uppsala. So what I did with them, I started to be creative, just some decoration. We have something in Iran, we call it lavaşak, which is like kind of like similar attitude of salmiakki in Finland. It's very sour, and it's from extract of fruits plus salts. We boil them together and we pass them through sieve, and we get the extract and put it in the sun. And we don't have sun here, so no worries, we put it in the oven 50 degrees, and it would be like fruit leather. It's very good, nice, sour, salty snack. Then what else? Like I make chips out of it. I cut them very, very tiny, and I make chips, apple chips out of them. And also marmalade. And also this is like a Scottish spice you can use with the, with the snacks. So they call chutney. It's like with it's a sour thing, including apple plus what is sipuli? Help me, onion. And you can use it as a kind of snack with the crackers and cheese. It's very beautiful. And also pickles. So just I became creative, and I was thinking, okay, maybe I can later on. Okay, your click is not working.
Yes, it
Technical guys. Yeah. Previous one. Yes, some cheesecake, of course. Like I also made some cheesecake out of it. And this is the marmalade, this is the fruit leather, and this is the pickles. Some lemongrass, and that, and vinegar. So I was thinking maybe just patentize this, and if there are some people, it's my wish. I don't know if I can make it, but it's my wish to buy a garden, preferably in Lahti, and buy these trees because they are available online in Finnish market. They call doljo omenapuu, and they cost 40 euros per kappale. Then This is my dream. I don't know. Hopefully, I can make it, and I can make a factory, like a production line, behind that apple garden. And I'm searching for maybe investors, helpers, whoever is ready to be in this idea. Thank you so much for your attention. And I have MVP here.
Yes, so I'm bringing it on stage so you can say something about this.
Yeah, this is, I told you I enjoy baking this thing, so I prepared brownie, plus this is my kind of a hobby to just put these apples as simple as they are, and I put them in the oven. They will be yum and caramelized, and I just decorate every cake with them. So these are the apples that I was talking about, and it's like a kind of like an autumn season decoration, plus a brownie, which is a bit like the caramel is tough. I hope that you don't curse me when you are eating. I've been always in a hurry. I'm always in a hurry, but today I was hurry. So my caramel went a bit stiff. I hope you don't curse me, but enjoy.
All right, so thank you. Maybe I ask a question or two here.
Yes.
Before we, so how much you would, I mean, it looks beautiful, it's great. It looks like came from the you know, boutique.
Yeah.
So how much would you sell it for?
I don't know, but maybe like the very usual cakes in Finland I saw is 15 euros. So I will sell this like 20 at least, because it take time, it take effort, and it's a handmade and blah 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 blah. So you can buy this small piece of very simple cake from Kmart, get a market like 15 euros. So I didn't decide yet about the prices, but I think it could cost like 20 euros.
All right. So how would you see your role in the project? As you said, you want to own buy let's say from Lahti some garden space. But are you looking for gardener or money, or what is exactly that you would like to have?
Of course, money.
So you would be and that, so that, would you be doing this with some chain, or is it going to be?
Yes, my wish is to find a chain and start with them to mass produce some of the products. Like at least the marmalade is easy, and it's not in the market. I checked. At least in the Finnish market, it's not. And I don't know, that fruit leather is coming from our culture, and there is not in Finland, neither in other European countries. So these two are, I would say, it's not in the market now. So
in order to set up the let's say the factory settings or the ways of bringing the product to market, how much money would you need for the investment to be made?
I don't know about the garden price, but I think at least it's like 40,000 euros, if I'm right.
What about the factory itself? I mean, where you actually
the factory, yeah, of course, it's like my issue is to put the factory or production line in the same place in the garden. So I don't know, maybe it would be to throw two stones at the same time to the, I don't know, I cannot tell you now. But anyway, just I'm thinking like doing two things at the same time, like putting the production line in the garden is producing, and later I was thinking maybe, okay, people are fan of alcohol, or I can make cider out of them, or like some other booze. I don't know.
All right, so now we came to the booze part, which means that we want
serious. It's serious.
Now we want to open the discussion for the audience here. So please, let's hear it. Food startup, unique product, Iranian culture, heritage, brought to Europe in a new style.
Plus Finnish. This is like a Finnish apples. So.
How many of you would like to taste these? Let's see some show of hands here locally. I see most of the people want to taste it at least, so that sounds like
some of them are afraid because I made some comments about the caramel. So
well, I think
they are afraid of their tooth, maybe.
So Juha, please, you had a hand up there.
Did I?
Yes.
No, I had it.
I mentally had it. Maybe I mentally had it. First of all, great idea. Take an asset that is existing, these sour apples, because you don't have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
I'm a bit afraid of the capital intensity. If you say that you want to buy your own trees, you want to have a land, and you will have a factory. I guess the apples are already there. You can get mine for free.
Okay, yes.
They are trouble for me. I only make some liquor, and it makes a bloody good liquor, by the way. But the rest of it is just it's waste for me. So don't invest too much money in getting the apples.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I was thinking first, but
Yeah.
if I want to go bigger, maybe in the later steps.
But at least to start with. That,
Yeah, of
and
course.
also I think there is quite a lot of manufacturing capacity of marmalades and stuff in this country already.
Yeah.
So maybe utilize other people's hours or days when they are not producing and
Yes.
focus on creation, marketing, sales, branding,
Yeah.
the assets that you have.
Yeah.
So use something that is already there.
Joa, where would you recommend Hura to get started? There are many things to be done, so what to be done next?
I would try to find a comparable. Has somebody done something like this before in Finland?
I checked, but I didn't see.
What I'm saying, something like this. It might be a small brewery,
Yeah.
because we talk about foodstuffs, we talk about special product,
Yes.
we talk about your own brand and so on. How did they get started? How much funding did they need? Where did they get the funding from? So your products are unique, but your business model might not be unique. So
Yeah,
learn
of
from
course.
other people's
Yeah.
best practices and learn from their worst practices. So don't repeat other people's mistakes, because we've been, even before you, we have been eating and drinking something here in Finland.
But now we're in Finland, not learning from the mistakes is our, it's ingrained to our soul. But,
Yeah, I love mistakes. And I did.
That's the best way to learn, but learn
I
from
did
other
many,
people's
yeah,
mistakes.
of
It's
course,
much
yeah.
bloody much cheaper to
Yeah, of
Have you
course.
been
Thank
actually
you for your.
participating-
Riikka wants to have a question, so please.
Have you been participating in the pre-incubator?
No.
Maybe that would be a good place to go, because then you learn other people in a similar situation, and you have to go through the numbers. You have to be able to answer.
Yeah, of
the
course. It's
product
this
cost.
very scratch idea that
So
I just came.
It just starts on 6th. So is it Tuesday?
Could you say what is this? Is it a course or?
Yeah, it's a course. It's a 10-week program. It's like 4 hours per meeting, and you will learn all about like starting out.
I've been 2 years in Jyväskylä Yritystehdas. I don't know if it's like a similar program or not, but 2 years I've been there with the workshops from Silicon Valley, from different places, from Finland. So I know that this lacks numbers, because I just came up with the idea and I made my presentation while Leonie was telling me, give me your presentation, we are late.
Thank you
I
for
just
this.
think, yeah.
The
Thank you
process
for
was
the-
not as structured. This is better structured than, but it's running under Yritystehdas.
Okay.
But it's just a new more.
Thank you so much.
But this is
Yeah.
for others as well. I mean,
Yes,
it's a
if
great
you
open
just
opportunity.
drop email or about the information and name and
Where's the cheapest way to find it?
Päivikatja, or you can find it from Korppi.
okay, I come to you
Yeah.
after this. Yeah.
All
Thank
right,
you.
good. Do we have any other observations before we move on in the program? And let's give a big round of applause for Hura for the presentation. Thank you so much. And I give you these, you can
Yeah.
take them there. And today we have a special guest in the audience. So let me invite Dr. Ines to join us on stage. So please, Dr. Ines, so please welcome, join. So now you come from Egypt,
Yes.
and so maybe you could say a few words about yourself and which university you come from, and we can get started.
Sure, my pleasure. Nice to meet you all. I'm Ines Masoud, coming from Egypt, Alexandria. I'm working for Faros University. It's a faculty of School of Pharmacy. Our Faros University has 11 different schools. It's a private university. Only 12 years ago had been started. We are having many collaboration with KTH, DIT, and also now with JAMK. We have a career development and entrepreneurship center in our university, and our aim is to establish startups and I'm here to coach the Innovation Week under Matti supervision. And during my visit, it's only 1 week, Matti did his best to let me meet all these wonderful people and hardworking. I have know a lot about Vima Lab, Fab Lab, and how you are encouraging the students to have their own business and startup, and how they are really during their study are ready to have their business. Also, I went to the academia to know. I just came here to watch all this, and we are going to implement it in our university. So during this week, I saw everything, and my task now to go back to my country, and first thing we will do the what is the name? Academia? Tika Academia. This will be our first mission to start our Tika Academia in Al-Ghafar's University. We are going to make the Innovation Week next May, and we will have Mikko and Matti as our coaches there in Egypt. They are going to visit us, and we are looking for more collaboration and have our students reach global and international level.
So now that you have been here for a week, so what have you? Is there something that has taken you by surprise? Something that you have observed other than the weather? Weather is what we have in Finland, but other than that, what has taken you by surprise?
Actually, I'm not far away from Finnish culture, because my sister-in-law, she's Finnish, and I've been here for 3 times before in Kuopio, not in Jyväskylä. But I hate being here in winter time. It's so cold and so dark. This is the most difficult things that I hate. Rather than the nature, the cliques, the nice people, and so kind and hardworking people, this is something amazing.
All right. And besides the, let's say, University of Applied Sciences, JAMK, also a StartupLab team will be helping to set up the activities in Egypt, and we are looking forward for our collaboration. Let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Ines to join us. And this closes today's show, and the next one will be held in 1 month's time. So it is the very first Friday of the month of December. So please join with us then again. Thank you. And then we continue. So we have one pitch that will not be streamed.